So my screen is visible. Can anyone confirm, please?
No, still not visible.
Now is it fine?
Yes, we can see you there still.
So here we have one of the important, this is a very important concept. This is a mandatory for the all organizations. So this is a small concept, but this is very important concept. So we are going to discuss in document splitting. Document splitting is a when it comes to picture. So whenever you post the documents, either debit entry or credit entry, whatever you posting the documents, so we have to keep in our mind, it is a debiting or crediting. Based upon that, it will to split the line items. So we need to understand this here. So when the posting either documents are posting, so we need to consider we have some golden rules, right? So based upon that, either it is debiting, either it is crediting. Based upon that, it will split that. For example, we have three golden rules, right? So based upon that, it will split. Example. GL ledger. We have GL ledger and vendor. Fixed asset. So this is this GL ledger. It's a main ledger or sub ledger? Can anyone tell? This is a GL is sub ledger or main ledger?
Main ledger only.
This is main ledger. So there is sub ledger, right? Vendor is comes to sub ledger. Customer also comes to sub ledger. Why this is comes to sub ledger? This is your GL is go to main ledger because of we are doing the reconciliation. Whatever is comes to reconciliation, it comes to sub ledger. When sub ledger is converted into the main ledger. So here this is the sub ledgers. This is main ledger and this is the sub ledger. In S4HANA FICO, document splitting is the mandatory thing. S4HANA. It is mandatory.
Can you please zoom the screen, Manohara?
Oh, 1 minute. Will do it. So this is S4HANA. This is the mandatory. One minute, it is working on it. But in ECC, it's optional. If you want a client's is requirement, you can activate the document splitting. Either if the client is not required, you can deactivate it. Though in ECC is the optional, but in S4 and M, when it comes to S4 and it's a very mandatory. Is it fine?
Yeah.
So when comes to S4HANA, it's a mandatory. We have example. How many types of we have ledgers? Example. So types of ledgers. So one is classic. You know about the classic GLs and everything, right? Already Chanu sir has told in the initial stage of the classes startings. So general ledger, classic general, general, universal general. You right? You know right? This one, these are all universal general. So we have three types of generals. So it's applicable for only it's ECC. Applicable for only ECC. It's not for the S4HANA. To general ledger, it's applicable ECC and S4HANA both. How will you identify this classic GL and new GL? Client is in, for example, in your company or existing company is using ECC, right? So how will you know the which GL the client is using, classic GL or new GL? If you are going to check in S4HANA ECC, so SPRO, in that we can find the new GL concept, new accounting GL, right? So whenever you see that new GL concept, you have to keep it in our mind blindly that the client is using for the new GL concept, new general ledger. So whenever it's not able to find this new accounting GL, so you have to keep in our mind classic general is using your client. So this is the main important in as for ECC. So you can find here differences. For example, show me. So see here new accounting bracket in that new, right? Financial accounting new. So because so we can know the here. So he is using the new GL concept. So here not no need to here using the classic GL. So here differences is there. In case if this option is not there, only financial accounting is available. So you have to keep it in our mind. Classic GL is using our client, existing client. So in universal general, it comes on. It's applicable for only S4HANA. Here it's not comes to universal general entry in ECC. Sir already told universal general concept, right? Universal general concept is already explained, sir. So this is the general entries. So in tables, when it comes to table, data will save in tables. So tables, example, whenever you attend the interview will ask you if you are going to 4 years or experience. So interview will ask you, you are working in existing company, which GL concept you are working. So either classic GL or new GL. This is important. Whenever you're going to keep in your experienced person, you will ask. So in tables ways, when it comes to tables, so in applicable it's a GL table. It's where it will store in GL classic GL data in tables, right? AC69 tables we have, right? So we have storing table names. So some table names are there. GL T0. TL0. This is the table name for classic general. New GL concept, Plagal.
AC Doka.
Plagal tables. So in universal journal is or comes AC Doka. So this is a differences. Next for HANA universal general data will store in AC Doka. But a new new general concept is Plagal. So it's a GLT0. And document, when you have to create a document splitting a concept, so we have some methodologies are there. Methodology is there. So standard methodology are there. Next. Well, it's a standard methodology is that one. So interview will maybe ask which methodology method is using in your existing company. So we are you tell to 12 standard methodology is method is using. And when the posting the document, logic will be applicable. In SAP going to split the accounting, determine the split of the important keys of the some important keys. Whenever you, example, you any documents you post, so which basically it will split, one logic will be there, right? Any document or any configuration, anything will happen into the SAP, it's based upon the one logic to another logic. Based upon the logic wise, it will split, right? Anything is posted logic wise, it is posted. So we have to understanding that logic here, main of all. So we have some document types, right? Documents. Document will segregate documents types are right. SA document, KG document, KG document, KR document, KZ document, AA asset document. Like there's some documents are there, right? So it will document will segregate. This document will segregate either you are posting debit entry or credit entry. When the debit entry, credit entry will happen, it will convert into the segregate and group. It's one document is either vendor document or customer document. Based upon system will understand and split the line item based upon that. I will show you this logic in SAP. Give me some time. We'll explain in detail. We will show you 1 minute. Hello, I'm audible, right?
Yes.
So one more thing, and the document splitting concept is there, right? So document splitting is a it will happen at the business profit center wise, segment wise, and business wise. document splitting will be segment business wise. So based upon three documents will be splitted. This is the profit center is there, right? So profit center is the mandatory. So this there is no here optional. This is the profit center is the mandatory, and the segment and this both segment and business wise. So these are optional. So either if you wanted to keep this split the line item wise, segment or business wise. So these are both are optional, but without profit center document splitting will not happen. So profit center is the mandatory, that is the key, and segment and business wise is a optional. Whether the profit center or segments you can keep your client or profit center or business. Both are these both are optional. Whatever their need, they will keep it. Activity, segment and business. And second one, document type is a document for the document splitting. The system will understand the two combination of the derive the profit center and segment wise. All document is a freely depend documents. Transaction key and variant. Let me show the SAP. So and I will tell you logic. What is the logic here? So here there is the T codes for the document splitting. We have only path. Document splitting. So here first of all some configurations. So we have to do some configuration. Classify the GL for the document splitting, right? So here we have to classify some transactions. So let me example. So we have some accounting groups, right? So this is the first configurations. We have some configuration steps. So first is this is a classify GL for the document splitting. We have to classify the documents, classify the accounting groups. Either where it will comes. So 1 minute. We have chart of accounts, right? We have three types of chart of accounting, right? Operative chart of accounting, group chart of accounting, and country specific chart of accounting. In where we'll configure OBD4. So here, if you see the chart of account, so here we can find it. So see, this is a fixed asset and accumulated depreciation and investment, inventories, secondary debtors, cash account, bank account. We have some this one in GL groups. So that GL groups where it will comes to under. So we have to here determine the system will understand how the configuration based upon the system will split also. So fixed asset, we what and all comes in fixed asset. So materials, this one fixed asset, laptops, and more than 1 year, whatever it comes to more than 1 year lifetime, that comes to fixed asset, right? So based upon that, the system will understand. So we have to configure the category, and we have to from where to where. So if you are it comes to fixed asset, right? So here also we have to take the categories. We have some categories, right? So balance sheet or zero balance or company code clearance or customers, vendors, withholding tax or materials, expenses, revenue, like that, where it will comes. This accounting group, this accounting fixed asset where it will comes only balance sheet, right? So we have to keep the balance sheet here. And accumulated depreciation and inventories, investment where it will comes, we have to segregate the grouping wise. So here system will understand. Grouping wise we have to segregate. And the second one, once is completed, second one, classify the document types for the document splitting. So I already told you, right? Some document types are there. Here SA document, KG document, KR document. System will understand it based on this. So for example, K document for the vendor document, right? So this is a freely depend document. So this is a standard. We have no need to any configure. System will give this standard. So standard one we have to understand how standard will understand the system. For example, K document. This standard, for example, dash 02. So we have two types of here simulations, right? How many simulations are there? Anyone knows? We have two types of simulations, right? What and all? One is entry view and ledger view. So here simulation, right? So here, see, this is the Coil Indian Private Limited and ICICI Bank account. So this is the one journal example, journal entry, and this is the entry view. This is the entry view. So here, right, simulation journal for the simulation journal and general ledger, right? See here. See, is there any differences here? Anybody can tell? Here, some differences are there. Two both are journal entries. See, both journal entries are we have differences. Only when, for example, see, this is the main bank. So we have in profits and so how based upon system will understand split the line items based upon the profit center and segment and business wise. So profit center it comes to it will is applicable for the vendors and customer subject ledger. Only it will applicable profit center and segment and business wise, right? For the main ledger only, not for the sub ledger. See, we have header level. So this is a header level, right? This is the header level. We call it header level. This is a customer data. So here is there any profit center? Anybody can find here profit center or segments and anything? Here is there option is there profit center? So this is a customer. Is there any here profit center?
No.
Not available. Option is not there because this is the subledger. So income it's not comes to subledger is the profit center. Only main ledger will comes only profit center. So anybody knows this subledger how we find? This is the subledger GL. How it comes subledger GL here? This is a GL, right? This is a see here customer. This is a customer. Customer is what I told you, right? This is customer. It's subledger. But subledger it comes to GL. How it comes here GL? Anybody is tell? How it comes here GL?
When we are create the customer, at that time we are giving the recon GL account in
Yeah.
customer master.
Yes. Inside of the customer, so we are giving the subledger reconciliation account, right? So whenever you go into creation of the GL or customer or calendar, anything, so we are given to the inside of the GL. So this is a reconciliation, right? It comes to here only. So here there is no any profit center. So because of this is a header level. So and this is subledger. See, comes to bank. Bank is a main ledger, right? So see here profit center is there, right? Profit center is there, right? Option. So because of this is a main ledger. See, example, I am going to simulate. So this is here. See, tell me example. What is the differences between this and this? So this is a general ledger simulation. We have entry view. This is the entry view. Two types of simulation, right? This is the entry view simulation and simulation the general ledger view simulation, right? So this one and this one. What is the differences? Is there any differences or not?
The profit center segment showing in the general ledger, right? That is the difference.
And see, this is here. Subledger is I already told you, right? Subledger convert into the main ledger. So here converting or not subledger. See here what is comes here. So see below debit. Debit is crediting is 50, right? Bank is same. Here also bank is same, right? Here Coil Indian Private Limited. When entry view here comes to Coil Indian Private Limited in the main ledger. No, here government agency is coming because of it's convert into this subledger into the main ledger. Main ledger how it's come here main ledger because of we are given to the main ledger. See here subledger we are given, right? So it's this subledger it's convert going to the main ledger when document is posting. So that time it will split the profit center. See here I will give profit center. So go to this one. I will come back. So here I am giving profit center only. Only where I am giving bank, not for the header level. See, here simulation ledger. So it's came to profit center or not? Did you notice these differences? Where I am giving only bank. See, only bank I am giving the profit center 1050. But government agency I am giving this profit center. Did I given? No, right? How it will come here? Because of the subledger convert into the main ledger. This is the logic behind of this. So this logic is important. Whenever is asking you to interviewer, you have to tell this logic. The configurations is everybody will tell. Configurations go to Google's and you can search the Google's number of documents we have. We can buy it, we can tell it. Anybody will tell. But interviewer expecting from our side, this is the concept. How your document splitting concept, your understanding. Interviewer concept is this one. How much you are understanding the system. Configurations, nobody will not ask you, T codes and all. Logic is the important. Everything depends upon the logic only in SAP. So this is the logic. So see here in government agency is the sub ledger convert into the main ledger. In profit center and where I am given here I am given anything here profit center? No. In only bank I am given. See here given any profit center option here? Anybody tell? Tell me anybody on here I am given profit center here. Because of this header level, there is no option for the profit center. Here only this is a main ledger. Main ledger is having only profit center and segments business. So here only profit center option is there. So whenever it's entry view, this is the entry view. This is the general ledger view. See here profit center. It comes because how it comes, anybody else tell profit center? How it came here profit center? I didn't given any here. How it will come? Anybody else tell? How it will come profit center? In government agency, I didn't given any here. How it will come? Because of that is a offsetting entry. Okay, you know offsetting entry, right? Based upon that offsetting entry, it's picking. We call it that is the offsetting entry. This is the logic of the behind for this document splitting. Is there anybody here doubt or clarification? Let me know, please. Have any confusions here? Lavanya, Rubina.
That means without any giving that profit center, it is picking means it is changing from subledger to ledger. That's what now.
Yes, subledger into the main ledger.
That is main ledger. It is changing.
Because of that is the offsetting entry. Already you know, right?
Okay.
Offsetting entry. Based upon the
Can you please
offsetting
explain?
based upon the offsetting entry. It's understanding, right? This concept. Is there any logic here? Logic anybody is understanding, right? Is there any doubt? Lavanya, Prashanti, Ganesh, Ravi. Can we move the next step? Because of this is the main important logic. Without logic, we cannot do anything here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And the second one. See. So here it is, if is there anyone is asked a question, whatever I am telling, going to listening only. So here, so standard documents are there, KH document or KZ, but on some customized documents are there. How will you here do the document splitting? Here there is no any new entries. For example, KH document is a standard. So when you go to working on the client, so client asks you to create document, standard document. I don't want that. Create a new document. As per you are also creating for the client as per the client requirement. So, but here there is no any option for the new entries here document. But standard documents is there. But whenever you do whatever you do the documents, it comes to automatically here. No need to create new here documents. See, this is RV. RV is a customer document. Standard, not a document, standard document. So customer invoice. Customer invoice is there. This is a this one creation document. Here this one also comes automatically. Here there is no any options to create new. It's automatically will come. But whenever you do the one documents, we have to give this some standards are there. This is a transaction, a business transaction key, and variant is the mandatory. Based upon document will understand. So this is a 3000000, and this one 0001 is the mandatory. And the document splitting the character for the general ledger. This is the second one. See, I told you, right? We have document splitting have based upon the business area, profit center, and segment wise, right? So profit center is the mandatory for all organization, and this both segment and business is optional. So when this is a very critical area, this is a very important area. This is whenever you go into the configuration, this you have to check carefully here work it. So whenever document profit center you go to the zero balance activated, here mandatory field are there, right? So this is a mandatory. If you are going to the activate the profit center, it is the mandatory field is you are also activate this mandatory field. So once you profit center is activated here, but mandatory field you didn't click here. So mandatory option you didn't click. When the user is posting the documents for any documents or purchase document, sale document, or FI document, anything is posting the user in real time. So if he is forgetting to give the profit center, say example F-02. So I am the user. So I don't know the profit center, but I know, but I forget it whenever I give the profit center, but I forget it. I didn't fill this mandatory field. Coin Indian. So he's posting one document. You know everyone, right? This is F-02. F-08 is the whatever you have to do the here only. Because of this is a universal T code. This is universal T code. Here profit center I didn't give, but I know profit center, but here option is there, but I didn't give. So user is didn't give and forget to give here. I is have document will save it and post it. But whenever his profit center is given, is mandatory here. If you are giving the profit center is mandatory here, optional. So without this profit center, he cannot post because we are kept in the profit center is a mandatory here. So if you documents is post this without profit center, document will post, and after that 1 month or 2 months, error will come because of document splitting is not happen in proper way because he is forgetting to give the profit centers here. This time we cannot understand. So that's why is the mandatory field here. Whenever we activate this profit center is the mandatory field. So we cannot change it in middle way or once the documents are number of documents for each day number of documents will happen in our organization. So we cannot give the manually we cannot find it where the document is missing, how many documents was user is post. We cannot find out individually because per day he is posting for number of thousands documents. So once he's forgetting to here giving this mandatory is not available, is posted, and next time it comes to the our head because the configuration is missing. So profit center is not there in mandatory. So document was first, but when we go to the payment, is payment go to the error. So this is a mandatory because of this ticket is we are handling in our organizations because this is taking 2 months. We cannot find it. This is a mandatory field. This is a very critical area. We have to notify this here. This is a mandatory. So here also is given standardly mandatory field. SAP is given even also. This is a mandatory field. Understanding right? This is understanding right? and zero balance betting. So zero balance betting is the account increase, 0001 is a standard key. So here we have to give the one GL, zero balance clearing account. Here we have to give the one GL. Because of when payment is will happen, so zero balance betting, that will tell you later, because it will get confusion. Once again I have to mix the all things, you will get confusion. So zero balance betting, you have to do this configuration. So because of zero balance system, you have to do the 00. So that time it will comes to the zero balance GL for that. And one more thing. So here we are giving to the, see, FB50, we have manual. So here this is a header data, right? So header data you have, there is no any profit center, but this is the GL data. GL data we have on some profit centers or something else. But when it comes to document, material document, right? When you go to PU, you are raise the PU. So PU time we are going to the purchase department, right? So we have no need to give the FB50 or FD60. Here will not comes to T code, right? So that is only PU, how it will come, you know, right? First of all, it's going to the PR. PR once PR and PU. PU is generated GRN. GRN will generate to my Migo will happen in Miro. Miro will happen vendor invoice. Vendor invoice happen payment, right? F110. And after the bank reconciliation, right? So Migo will happen. But Miro, in that Miro, so Myra here, is there any, for example, you are going to give the purchase order, right? Here, for example, take one purchase order. There is no any purchase POS. Here is there is any PO. So in purchase document, is there any profit center here? In purchasing in Myra? Example. Mego, is there any? MHU. Mego also I'll show you. Is there anybody here see the profit center or anything? Here see the profit center or anything? Anybody find the profit center in GRN data? Under invest data here, is there any profit center here? Okay, and MD23, and I will take it. Your data. So is there any profit center here? Anybody can find, is there any profit center here? See, 3 data, this is the purchase PU base. So in PU base, is there any profit center? Anybody can tell, is there any profit center?
No.
Then how document splitting will happen for the PO purchase for this? How system will understanding the profit center? So here there is no any option, but how documents will split here? In theory, PO level are not there, and GRN level are not there. In vendor invoice are not there. Vendor invoice, after that what will happen in F110, right? In F110. Is there any here profit center can we give here manually? We cannot give anything. There is any profit center anywhere. But how system will understand the profit center where we are given to the profit center? This is a main question. Interview will ask you. This is a mandatory question. 100% question. This is the document splitting. This is the concept. So an interview will ask you tomorrow. How system will understand? There is no profit center. Is the any header data level are not there, preview level are not there, GRN level are not there, vendor invoice are not there. How they give the profit center, how system will understand? Anybody tell how system will understand? We are not giving here any there is no option. But system wants to understand the document splitting. Profit center we are not giving here. How system will pick? Anyone know idea? Already how many master data are there? You right? GL master, right? Material master team, vendor master team, SD customer master team, asset master team, bank master team. These are master data, right? In the master data, we are giving the profit center. This is the main point. We have to tell to interviewer how system will understanding it speak from the master data level. MM point of view. Here there is no any option. It comes to MM point of view, not the FI point of view, because we are PU is generating here. So here there is no any T code for FB50 or FB60. It will not come here. Or F-02 will not come here. Only here comes to MIGO, Mairo, AC16 and ME21 and PO, F110. Here will happen only this. Because of that, this is a MM integration. MM integration. So this T codes will not comes here. Only FI it's come here. Whenever it's happened to integration, it speaks to master data only. This speaks to master data level only. So how system will pick where we are given to profit center? Whenever we go to the material code creation, right? T code everyone is know, right? MM01. This is a T code, right? We are given to the creation. So already I created. So let me show me example. MM03. Display, right? This is a material. This is my plant. Purchase organization, everything I will give. So where I can give the profit center? Here profit center you are showing, right? Your profit center option is there or not? Your profit center, right? So profit center it will be from here only. How picking here? How system will understanding profit center from here to there? Because of material wise. Your material given, your profit center given for this material. Or whenever you go to ME21 and PU, see, PU how will you do? ME21 in is the creation. Display changes ME23. So I will show me that. So here we are giving the material, right? For where this vendor we are given to the material. Where is the material in the profit side? Inside of the material. But vendor, see example. So I already told you, right? This is a subledger. Subledger how it comes? Subledger convert into the main ledger based upon the vendor because we are given to reconciliation, right? Vendor. So vendors, how it comes to vendor under the profit center based upon the material. Based upon the material, how it comes to profit center because of master data picking. The master data picking to the material picking to the vendor comes comes to the subledger, subledger convert into the main ledger. That time it will happen to main ledger. This is the concept. This is interview expecting from your side. This is the concept main. Configurations and T codes everybody will tell. Even you want to select an organization, you Google it, system will number of configurations and documents, Google also give it. But we need to understand the logic first. How system will understanding. Everything will happen on the logic base only. Whatever you can do in SAP, but depends upon the logic only. This is the behind of this logic. And we have three types of document splitting, right? Passive splitting and active splitting and zero balance splitting. From these three types, we'll discuss later on upcoming classes because it goes will take time for 2 or 3 hours for one concept. So let's discuss next time. This is a concept. Is there any doubts here? Please anyone confirm. Everyone is understanding this logic, right?
Yes.
Lavanya, is there any doubt here behind of these configurations or this logic?
Yes, Manohar. Actually, I have one doubt. You just go to that Excel sheet.
Yes, tell me.
You said interview they will ask which GLs you are using, right? Go up little bit up. You just
Yes, passive GL, new GL and universal.
general and universal journal. So can you show me again this part? That time I didn't see that screen properly. How will identify that we are using the new GLs and classic GLs? They mentioned the go to the screen.
Okay. So classic GL and new GL concept are there, right? So this is applicable for only ECC. So the and universal journal is applicable. This is for S4HANA. So once user is using this our client. So if you are going to the SPRO, right? In SPRO and AMG. So here we can find the accounting new, right? Financial accounting new. So whenever you find this option new, so system, our client using for the new GL concept only. So if is there not option is there, only financial accounting is there. So we have to blindly keep it in our mind. Classic GL only is using only. So whenever is new GL concepting, our client is using only these plagal tables all comes to plagal tables only. Plagal feasible tables only. This is a table. So GLT means it's a classic GLs only. So based upon nobody is not tell in real time. So which GL KT plans is give, but only for the basics only they will tell. These and all things nobody is not tell. So our knowledge, so our one gain, we have to understanding that only. So this is a whenever it comes to new, so we have to understanding blindly. We decide this is a new GL concept is using our client.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Here you said that GL is the main ledger and vendors and customers are the sub ledger.
Yes.
How we can differentiate that? Can you please?
1 minute. So we have some reconciliations, right? Reconciliations. Vendor reconciliation. Vendor reconciliation. Customer reconciliation. Asset reconciliation. So whenever you go to F11, right? FS00. So here we can find the reconciliations, right? Reconciliations. So we are giving for the only reconciliations for contract account receivable, asset to customer and vendors only. So because of this is the subledgers. So these are all not comes to main ledgers. So whomever given to the reconciliation, there all comes to only sub ledgers. We have to keep it in our brain, our mind. So for example, other one, you can do the bank. Bank we are doing the reconciliation here. No, we are not doing the bank reconciliation for that. So that is a main ledger. Because of this is the sub ledger. Sub ledgers we have whenever creating the vendor you are given to the here reconciliation account, right? Reconciliation account you are giving. This is a sub ledger. We call it sub ledger. So this sub ledger convert into the main ledger. Let me show you once again. You will get confusion otherwise.
Repeat this concept again, Manohara. Little bit confusion.
One minute. I will tell you clearly. F-02 is a universal T code, right? So whatever you can post it directly from here only. Because of this is a universal journal entry, a universal T code. So once again I will go to post the vendor invoice or customer invoice. So 01 customer invoice, right? This is 01 is a customer, everyone knows, right? So you are going to the booking on invoice. So here also you can book it or else FB70, right? So here little bit tricky for the understanding the concept because of this is a header level. I cannot show the here header level. So this is a comes here. See, this is a header level. Whatever I'm taking screenshot, this is a header level only, right? So and this is the GL level, GL master only, GL level. So because we are given to here GL only, we are not giving to the vendor only, we are not going to here. We are given to the customer number, right? Customer code. So because of this is the header level only give the customer and vendors like that only. GL we are not comes here only GL. So so here we can find understand easily this screen. See, I will take one customer. The example 10,000. So this is a header level, right? How you know the header level? Because of here you are giving the customer. See, this is your customer you are given na. Your customer number is came here. Customer is came here means this is a header level. Header level, is there any profit center? Anybody can find here profit center? No. So this is a GL data. 1 minute. 10,000. Here GL master data level, right? Here we can find the profit center. See, this is a simulation. What we call this simulation? Entry view only. This is your entry, right? This is the entry view only. So once you go to the your simulation ledger, you're finding this, right? Simulate ledger. This is the main ledger. I will take one example. See, I will take screenshot. This comes to here.
Manohara, here Coal India Limited is the sub-ledger you're saying, and AR Government Agency is the main ledger you're saying, right?
AR government means 1 minute. I will tell you.
See, differences we can find, right? Here is the 01 is the 40 means vendor invoice. Coil Indian Private Limited is the subledger. Here it comes to the subledger. What is comes here? Government agency, because reconciliation is coming here, not for the vendor, right? We are not coming the vendor, right? 01. So here also 01. See, here 01 is there, posting key. 01 is there, posting key. So here also key is there, posting key. But here comes to GLs only. So what GL is coming? Reconciliation GL is coming, right? Reconciliation. We are going to the vendor master level, right? Reconciliation.
AR government agency is the reconciliation GL you are saying, right?
Ah, yes, yes.
The Coal India Limited is the?
So I am telling this is a reconciliation. See, let me, I will not make you confusion, 1 minute. So this customer, right? Customer. So
India.
So reconciliation here given, right? Customer. So I will find this. What is the reconciliation for this customer? So I am given government agency. So I have segregated our companies only some reconciliations. So one time vendor, you are for example you are going to practice in server. So you are giving only one time vendor, international vendor, domestic vendor, right? So like that we are creating our own. So this is a government agency or hospitals or nursing homes. Like that we are creating here. See example XK03. I'll take color it. So here reconciliations we are giving this reconciliation. See, reconciliation we are giving domestic vendor for pharmacy and hospital supply assignment. So this is a domestic vendor. So this domestic vendor we are given the reconciliation here. Like that customers we are given one reconciliation. So he is a government vendor customer. So we are given to the government agency we are giving. So this reconciliation account is speaking here. So simulating this government agency for this vendor, it's speaking to the here.
Okay, in the general ledger view, it is picking the reconciliation account you are saying, right?
Ah, yes. So here picking to the, see, this is picking, right? This is a government agency is picking. This is the subledger. Reconciliation is picking. We called for that subledger. See, here vendor is cancelled, but reconciliation come to the here. This is a subledger.
Okay,
So
Coal India
subledger.
ledger and AR government agency is the reconciliation account. It comes under subledger. Now that AR reconciliation account comes under main part.
Ah, yes. That subledger reconciliation ledger convert into the main ledger. So main
Again,
ledger
the
converting to
reconciliation account AR government agencies comes under main ledger.
No, that is the subledger. Government vendor is the subledger only because we are doing to the reconciliation for vendor, right? So vendor for we are going to reconciliation, customer and vendors. So these are all subledger. Subledger we are not going to the subledger into the we are going creating the GL for the vendor. So for this vendor we are going to the subledger for that is the reconciliation GL. We are creating the vendor for all vendors. We are creating the reconciliation GLs, right?
Okay. Yes.
That reconcile whenever you create to the reconciliation that comes to the subledgers only, not the main ledgers. Main ledgers comes to the see FS 00. So here we are given to the domestic vendor, right? Domestic vendor. This is a subledger. The example I will take another one. So land and equipments are there. So this is a main ledgers. Vehicles are there. Buildings are there. This is the main ledgers. Is there any fixed asset? Fixed asset can given any reconciliation here? No, recon account I didn't give because of this is the main ledger.
Okay.
For main ledger, I am not giving to this reconciliation. For only customers and debates, for that only I am giving to the reconciliation. For this reconciliation, pick to the here. This vendors can give the reconciliation, right? So that reconciliation picking to the here. Agency reconciliation I am given. So this reconciliation picking here. So this reconciliation convert into the main ledger. So when convert into the main ledger, automatically profit center will pick. But I didn't give this is a vendor level, right? But I didn't give here. Only bank data I am given because of this is the header level. Header data level, there is no option for the profit center. Only main ledger you have profit center. So this is a document splitting. This is a splitting line item wise. Because of how system will picking, this is a offsetting entry. This is the logic. Lavina, is there any doubt?
Ah, yes. Yes, I got it.
Understanding, right?
Ah, yes.
So once you post a document and check it once you are on, you will understand clearly. Once again. And anybody, is there any doubt
So,
here?
that means the customers and vendors have the reconciliation account. So those are called as a subledgers, as per you said.
Yes.
GLs are the main ledgers.
Yes.
Apart from the GLs, what will comes under the main ledgers? Can you please?
No, subledgers only for the customer and assetting master. Whatever you given this reconciliation, that comes to only subledger. So subledger convert into the main ledger when a document is posting happen, right? That time it's convert into the main ledger. Is it your question, right?
No. Actually, I'm asking that GLs will comes under the main ledgers, isn't it? Whatever the GLs are there, mentioning assets or buildings, what are the fixed assets, those all comes under the main ledgers. Apart from the GLs, what will comes under the main ledgers? That is my question.
Okay, 1 minute. I will tell you. Sure. See, this is the main ledgers. You can find it. This is the salary, rent, audit fees, credit, purchase, whatever it comes to the administrations. These are the subledgers, bank, input, tax. So whatever is comes to the balance sheet, that and all are main ledgers. Okay, profit and loss accounting, P&L, that are the main ledgers. So vendor and vendor related reconciliations comes to the balance sheet, right? So that is a subledger. See here, accounting liabilities. Liabilities are very current liabilities comes to balance sheet, right? So balance sheet, because of this is the sub ledger. So it comes to the current assets. So inventory which related, material related. So because of that sub ledger, so bank it is comes to the balance profit and loss account P&L. So this is the main ledger. Whatever items comes to the P&L, that is the main ledgers. Whatever comes to the balance sheet, that is the sub ledgers.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Got it? Is there anything else? That is the differences. Okay, can we connect later, or can we connect upcoming sessions? Because of that concept is going to take it 3 hours or 4 hours is more, still more. So logic, this is the logic of behind for this. Is there anything else? Okay, bye.
Thank you, Manohar.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.